Hey everybody, welcome back to the show. Um, I guess really welcome back, right? It's been quite some time since I've had a new episode for everyone, and you know, been God, over a year at least. But I just want to take this opportunity and kind of catch up with you and maybe explain my absence and some stuff I was dealing with going through. And yeah, I just thought it was fair to share. I guess no pun intended. So where we left off was, God, I think January 2023, right? Happy New Year. Season 2 began. Uh, had some goals set forth for myself, I believe. It's been a while. I haven't listened to the episode, but yeah, basically, uh, you know, I had explained, I think, before that some stuff was going on in our personal life, and we had to make some real changes, drastic changes quickly. Uh, and that was a while ago. Um, I got into kind of this funk, we'll call it, and I feel like timing is kind of right for this episode because we are in the month of September, and September is Suicide Prevention Awareness Month. So obviously, if you are feeling not yourself, feel like you're going to hurt yourself, need someone to talk to, um, you can dial 988. That is the suicide prevention hotline, and they have professional trained folks for you to talk to in time of need. It's Suicide seems to be a huge thing lately. I don't know if well, I shouldn't say lately, but um, we have well, after a pandemic and kind of the craziness that's gone on over the past few years, that people are in a much more vulnerable place, and even myself, you know, I can have some intrusive thoughts from time to time, and I thought that I totally escaped the pandemic, but I found out otherwise, I suppose. It really kind of started taking toll on me. But yeah, if you need to reach out to somebody, if you're having some issues of that nature, 988 is going to be your best resource for immediate help. Um, so anyway, to pick up on the story here, uh, we ended up finding a house pretty close for rent, pretty close to where we needed to be, where we could kind of help mitigate the family situation. Found the house, rented it. Uh, Nice house. Well, older house, small, but definitely nothing like I used to have. But for the area that it's in, it's got some personality, some uniqueness. So I guess it counts for something. And couldn't ask for better landlords. I mean, they're pretty cool. Don't give us a hard time about anything. They're pretty pretty chill. Don't aren't too intrusive. So that's a positive. That's hard to find these days, I hear. Um, we moved into the house. We had to kind of our other living situation from when we came back was not working out well. Created a lot of tension and issues. So luckily, I guess maybe God was watching and uh, put a house up for rent pretty close to where we were. So from there, we get into doing a lot of family stuff, and everything's feeling good. Everybody kind of fits in, and we're past the holidays at this point, so we try to implement some some family stuff, and it goes okay for the most part. People had a lot of fun, but sometimes things inadvertently turn not so favorable, we'll say, to keep it light. And I don't want to get into, obviously on the show, we're going to, uh, as I continue, and I feel like I'm in a good place now to jump back in here. We're going to talk about cool, fun, entertaining things, not, glum, and I don't want to be the giant rain cloud. And I feel like there's so many other podcasts out there that deal with stuff like this that I probably don't need to add to it. And the people who do those are probably more qualified than I am. But today I just want to give you just my perspective on some things. So anyhow, sorry, I'm getting kind of all over the place, getting off track, but let me regroup here for a second, get back on where I left off. So we start to get into spring, summer last year, and I don't know, something just happens. Something happens to me. I don't know what it is, but it happens. And I'm probably at the lowest point in my life that I've always had some depression issues, feeling stuff like that. But this was different. This was harder. This was like ramped up times 1,000. And everyone could notice that it was different this time. So my way of coping with this is to work, turn into a workaholic. I already am a workaholic, but I go full speed, right? So I go from 2 jobs, because I have a little part-time job that I've had for almost 2 years now. I started shortly after the last episode. So I have 2 jobs. Then I had another job. Then I decided to start my own side business too. So I'm working 4 jobs all at one time. This puts me into a absolute spiral out of control. Now it's affecting home. It's affecting my family. This is obviously not the best way to do this. So I have to have a serious conversation with my wife, and explain to her what's going on with me and how I feel, and shit that I just don't want to talk about, right? Especially with her. When it comes to my issues that are mine, not like problems with other people or anything like that, but my problems, I try to keep those as locked up as I can. I try to deal with them on my own, and find constructive ways to deal with them, which this time it didn't work. So I had to have that uncomfortable conversation. And it was affecting my marriage. It was affecting my relationship with my kids. Became very disconnected, very angry, short-tempered. Nothing to a physical extent, but definitely just very quick-tempered outbursts and stuff like that. So everybody's walking around on eggshells around me, and that's not a good feeling. Not a good thing. Not a good feeling. I'm causing an issue in my home, which I don't want to do. And it's in all of this that's going on with me, I don't want to deal with that either. But as things progress, I quit two of the jobs. I shut down my side business I was doing, and quit one of the jobs, and I keep the other job, and I've kind of been slowly scaling back on that as well. I went from working every Saturday, Sunday, so I was working like, God, I think I was taking one Sunday off a month, to every other Sunday, to now no Sundays. I don't work any Sundays. I work every Saturday. It's only for a few hours. It gives us some extra money. And with that, I kind of started to deal with my shit, right? And tried, started to own it and started to seek help. So started to investigate why I was feeling the way that I was feeling. Started to, take vitamins, started to, pay attention to myself and what was going on, and pay attention to when this would kind of start to set in. Now, I'm on certain medication, nothing, I'm not a believer in, Prozac or Prozac or whatever the fuck, the Zoloft or any of that shit. So I'm trying to do things my way still, but found some issues with some testosterone level, which could cause the issue. Vitamin deficiencies a lot of times cause a lot of mental health issues, and of course therapy. It doesn't matter how tough of a fucking guy you are. Going to therapy every so often to get some professional help is nothing to be ashamed of. We gotta have someone who is trained or educated on the human mind, can help us through our stuff. And then I've realized through my own therapy that I do have depression, but my depression is caused by anxiety. I have more anxiety than I do depression, which I'll still never, still never kind of admit this, but um, I don't know. Yeah, I see it. Um, I get it, but I don't want to. I don't want to. I guess do too much. I guess I need to deal with that my own way, right? Sorry, I kind of blanked there for a minute. But I need to deal with it my own way. And my anxiety causes my depression. My depression, I show my anxiety and my depression in anger, which a lot of men do. Angry outbursts, just very kind of like intense uh, feelings that usually are not friendly. Um, so, but yeah. Anyway, I'm back, and it feels good to be back. I'm excited. I've got some stuff planned for the show, and sorry for my absence for so long. And I hope to be able to build this show into a long time hobby or possibly a job someday or something. I'm always looking for ways to make some extra cash and this is to me is kind of part of like my therapy, right? Is kind of just talking my shit out. I'm using you out there as my blank pages of my journal, and the show is going to be my journal. So you guys are the blank pages. So you're going to get my I guess my thoughts and some of the shit that I want to talk about. I mean, again, not going to be doing this kind of thing the whole time. We're going to talk about some cool shit, some stuff I want to do, and things that I think we're all kind of interested in, and just kind of hang out and have a good show geared towards dudeness, right? We all remember what dudeness is. Dudeness is I would say most of us men that we got a couple extra pounds and enjoy that occasional ice cream and work and family and washing our minivans and shit, mowing the lawn, shit like that. Just everyday guy stuff. But I was I actually, and I may be dating myself here. I guess it's only 25 years old. Yeah, maybe I am dating myself, but a long time ago, there was a show on Comedy Central called The Man Show. If you don't remember it, Google it. It had Jimmy Kimmel, who personally now I really can't fucking stand, but that's my own personal issues with him, and Adam Carolla. And basically, it was just a show for men. Had scantily clad women and would do men's comedy and stuff like that. So that's really kind of what gave me the inspiration for this, because when you watch that show and you look at the audience, that to me is I consider dudeness, right? Like no clean cut businessmen in suits, no bodybuilders that are snacking on rice cakes. uh, just average guys hanging out in an audience, drinking some beers, watching some comedy, having some laughs, and yeah, it's kind of what gave me the inspiration for this, and I've since kind of dove back into that show a little bit, and it kind of inspired me to get back here. I think that was always my inspiration from the beginning, was just to provide entertainment for normal everyday guys, where like I'm not trying to make you a CEO or to drop 50 pounds in a month, or land a supermodel fucking wife, right? Just here to hang out and share my thoughts and hopefully provide some entertaining stuff and speak on topics that normal guys are interested in. So with that said, thanks for tuning in to this episode. Hope I wasn't too scatterbrained or droned on for too long. But I'm glad that you're listening. I'm glad that you're here. Thank you for supporting the show. You can always go over to my Instagram and follow me there. Also have an email address if you'd like to contact me, adventuresindudeness@gmail.com. And yeah, that's really it. Please leave a comment, like, subscribe to the show, share this with your friends, family, somebody that that you would think would find the content that I provide entertaining or useful. And just one more time, as someone who has struggled with mental health and intrusive thoughts, and thought that a permanent solution to a temporary problem was the answer. I can tell you that it's not. And with September being Suicide Prevention Month, please use that number 988 if you're feeling that you're in a fucked up place and you really need some help. Because, there's people in this world that count on you, that need you here, that want you here. And, always keep that in mind. If you're ever having some bad thoughts and can't get past it, just give it one more day, right? Don't make any decisions till tomorrow, and see how you feel when you get up the next day. Don't be too hasty on making a terrible decision that could affect your friends and family for the rest of their lives. So, with that said, thanks for being here, tuning in to Adventures in Dudeness, and every day is an epic.